Hey, and today we're doing an escape room. I don't know anything. I don't know if this is gonna be good at all, actually. I just got here. The first thing I did was check the barrel and break the sign, but I still didn't know how to get out from there. I wanted to get the villager closer, so I ended up breaking the glass so he could walk closer, and I also broke the barrel too. I then decided to use F5 to look around a bit more, and then a villager walked over, and I checked his trades to see that it was an iron ingot for a ladder. I inspected the room a little bit more to find a button, and when I pressed it, you're gonna have to... Ah! I was now free, and I decided to collect the barrel I dropped and open up a barrel I spotted earlier. I checked the room that the village is in, found two small holes at the bottom, and also found a barrel that was just out of my reach. Luckily, I had a barrel that I could use myself to build up. I collected its contents, bringing my total up to 8 iron nuggets. I noticed a small hole above my starting area, but then I spotted a button and decided to press it. It gave me my 9th and final iron nugget. I looked around and I kept looking around for a crafting table, but I couldn't find anything. I decided to break a barrel close to my starting area to collect it, but no dice. I wanted to try to get it through item grouping, but I thought it was quite risky. I don't want to lose this, so that's a last-ditch effort. Everything was going great. Then this happened. Maybe I'm just being blind. That scared me. I decided to look down and into the holes, but all I found was some behind-the-scenes stuff. That wasn't really helpful right now. Okay, let's see anything. I wanted to try to break the other barrel, but I couldn't really reach it. I looked around even more for a crafting table, but I found nothing. I dilly-dallied for a bit, looking around in every corner and crevice I could. That is, except the one hole I was supposed to look at! But I then messed up terribly. And then it'd be like, hold on. God damn it, I lost my barrel. This was bad, especially because I knew that I probably wouldn't be able to escape the room without a barrel. Have I soft-locked myself? The answer to that question, yes. Yes, you did. You idiot. I soon realized I had to try again on a backup, so restarting time. I quickly got myself back to the point I was at, then I must be missing something outside here, because why would they have these holes if they're not meant to exist? I cranked my FOV up to get a better view, and... Aha! I missed that, actually. Oh, I got it. And trade. Despite having the ladder finally, I still couldn't reach the exit, but there was one place I still could reach. And when I did, I flicked a lever up there. I was a little confused on what happened, and I ended up looking around a bit more. Check every spot again, hold on. Ah! I'd gotten the last piece of the puzzle. I checked around just a tad bit more to see if I could collect anything else, but there was nothing really that I could grab. I did end up messing around a bit to see if I could conserve any resources, but I didn't end up finding a way to. I did try to crawl glitch with a ladder, but I couldn't figure that one out. I finally threw in the towel and decided to go to the next room. Upon my entrance, I was given another ingot and my game mode was changed to adventure mode. I decided that I would just throw the netherite ingot on one pressure plate and stand on the other, and I realized that a pickaxe had dropped, and I was able to break the cobblestone. Upon my entrance, I found emerald and diamond blocks. I promptly took both. I looked around the room for a bit until I spotted a button, which did nothing that I could see. I explored the first part of the room a little bit until I decided to go to the second room. That's when I stepped on a pressure plate that moved something, and I realized that the button probably moved the second block behind it. I decided to place down my nether ingot to see if that did anything, but it didn't activate like it would have if a player stepped on it. I decided to line myself up and walk backwards very, very carefully and slowly so I could press it quickly. I went for it and opened a barrel that gave me 5 water bottles. I went into the next room and found 3 barrels with corresponding colors and another water bottle. I should have noted the colors, but before I left the room, I just spotted a bookshelf and took all of the books, including one that contained a bunch of random letters. Oopsies. It's a book in a foreign language you do not understand. B found some numbers there. Okay. I painstakingly combed through all the meaningless text to get the numbers 5863. I left the room I was in and climbed up to the last room, which seemed to hold some sort of combination lock. Oh! 5, 8, 6, 3. Confirm. I left that room to go to the first room again, and I noted the colors on the wall, the same ones that corresponded to the ones in the cauldrons. I then realized what I had to do, and I grabbed my water bottles. 1, 2 orange, 1 green, 3 blue. After solving that little puzzle, I walked back to find a door had opened. I slipped behind a painting and opened a chest, which gave me a lever that could be placed on Diamond. I also took all the paintings because why not? I slapped that bad boy on Diamond and then didn't know really what to do from there. Okay, so now for this next part, this was a really long, a chain of me just being an idiot. It involved me thinking I could place blocks and not looking around the room enough, and then having to restart and dilly-dallying and messing around and being stupid and being dumb. And I'm gonna save you and me the trouble of going through all that. And on my second little run through this room, I found the lever that can be placed on Emerald. So I wasn't soft-locked, I was just stupid. Okay, whatever. I ran through the rest of the room and I ended up finishing it very quickly. No! My blocks! Despite my grief, I looked around a bit and I saw a dispenser with fire charges in it. Fire charges that perpetually kept on coming. Nice. Went exploring, found a lot of lava pit that I died to. I went back to it to check if there was anything under it that I could grab, like barrels or something. Could not find anything, sadly. I spotted a button that I pressed and it opened up this chamber with more cauldrons! And I, of course, checked under the fire and everything and blah, 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 you know. Put out the fires. Yeah, okay. I kept playing with that one for a little bit. I then found this lava thing with colored glass under it, and I thoroughly checked it. I used F5. I clicked everywhere. I spent far too long on this one, actually. Spooked me, actually. I came across a room with colored candles and buttons corresponding to them. This room will be the bane of my existence in a bit. And I pressed the buttons in order of the colors on the glass. Strangely, nothing happened, so I decided to move on for now. What is this redstone contraption? I know nothing about redstone. I spent some time poking around, clicking around, see what buttons did, see what the redstone led to. This one, and this one. This is a really long handle signal. We'll do that, and we'll do that. I understood what I had to do now I just had to figure out how to do it. So I followed the trail up to the tippy top and figured out that I had to get on a platform that had a lever on it. Suddenly, I had an idea, and I knew what to do. Oh, okay. So I have to be here. And then was it click, jump? Okay, wait. Oh. Cue another very, 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 very long string of stupidity, including me forgetting that I was crouching, thus why I couldn't hit the buttons, thus why I was messing up the entire time and changing, and a lot more stupidity and stupid stuff. But it would take a while for me to explain. That's not good. Ah! Can I even make this? When I got up, I flicked the lever and then looked to see what changed. After I looked around a little more, I realized that what I had to do was I had to click the button with the long pulse and then click one of the buttons with the shorter pulse. Just like I thought, when I got over there, I realized that one of the pistons has pushed a redstone block, allowing another piston to push another block up that allowed me to get on a taller pillar to reach. See, I didn't have the skill necessary to do this quickly, so I spent far too long just trying to figure out how to do this jump. I didn't even know if it was possible at some points. I spent 30 minutes just trying to do this. It was so bad. It's so bad, and I'm sparing you from this embarrassment. I decided to take a break from that, and I started messing around with the fire. Ah! In case you didn't catch that, there was a barrel under the fire, and in it I found some lava. I decided to put the fire in one of the cauldrons, and that seemed to be the right move because I couldn't really do anything else with it. Now this is where I hit a roadblock, and I started looking around everywhere and everywhere. I even tried looking through the walls, but I didn't find anything interesting at all. But then, there I was, on the verge of giving up, sick and tired of jumping through every single thing I could, looking at every single part of this map I could. Finally, something magical happened. I did it! I had finally done it. Oh my god, I suck at parkour. All that was left now was the last puzzle, and it seemed pretty straightforward, right? You just gotta click the buttons. Maybe there was an order or something I was missing. I just had to look around a little more, right? No! It should go black. I spent far too long checking out this lava thing, found nothing. Basically, this room seems like... I checked out this random piglin I found at the portal. He did nothing. I tried cheesing the lava, seeing if I could get over it without fire resistance, but no, not at all. I spent even more time at this stupid fire thingy, but no, not at all. I clicked all the buttons in as many ways as I could think, but no, nothing. I looked around, I tried looking around the walls once more, but still, nothing, nada. I even switched on subtitles. I didn't know what else. I'd come so far. I can taste victory. I could see it right in front of me. There's one more step I had to take. Yet, I couldn't figure it out, and it drove me insane. I didn't want to give up, but I had to. I didn't know what else to do. Alright, let's go see what I did wrong. Looking at the contraption before me, I now know why I lost. It was because I wasn't fast enough! It was because I was too slow to click all the buttons fast enough, because what I had to do was I had to click all the buttons in a way that all of them would be powered on at the same time. I don't deserve this, congratulations. So mad. I am so unbelievably mad at myself. I suck at escape rooms.